If you're catching this on the replay, I would like to say welcome to Pilates. My name is Kim Hillard. I teach at Four Seasons among a couple other places. Welcome to Pilates. We're going to just need a mat today. We don't need any other equipment. And typically we do this without shoes on. I'm happy to have no socks on today. It's wonderful outside. I'm excited for the warm weather. Didn't get to enjoy it too much today, just a little bit. But maybe you're outside doing class from your phone out in the sunshine. That would make me jealous, but hey, good for you. So we'll go ahead and get started. We will start standing. If you're not already there, go ahead and join me. We'll bring our legs nice and close together. Rock back onto those heels and open those toes up. So you're now in what we call Pilates V. Shoulders are back and down, squeezing the heels together. Let's zip up those thighs and feel the thighs kind of wrap out around the femur and point out over with the toes. Shoulders back and down, draw those abs up and in, and come into nice tall posture here. So we're using the abdominals, using the hips, using the glutes, using the shoulders. Everything's engaged just by standing here. Let's go ahead and start with some inhalation. So we're going to draw air in through our nose and press it out through pursed lips. So inhale, let the rib cage expand east to west. Exhale, blow that air out through your pursed lips. Again, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good. Make each breath just a little bit longer. I'm still exhaling. Let's inhale. Good. Nice, slow, controlled. Again, nice, big, long inhale. Last breath. Let's inhale as long as you can. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. When you're ready, blow it back out all the way through. And done. Nice. Roll those shoulders for me. Let's warm up in the torso. This is one of our normal, everyday spinal torso twists, right? So shoulders are back. Reach those arms long. Squeeze the shoulder blades down and toward each other, and reach long through the fingertips so you can feel the shoulder blades expand and across your back there. We're going to inhale and exhale. Let's turn. Keep those hips forward. 1, 2, 3. Small pulses. Inhale to center. Exhale, go the other way. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze those legs together. Inhale and exhale. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, squeeze those legs. Keep your body steady. Those hips are not moving at all. And exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. 2, 3. Inhale and exhale. 2, 3. Inhale and exhale. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, bend the leading elbow and exhale. 1, 2, 3. Inhale and exhale. 1, 2, 3. Last time each side, and squeeze. You're just feeling that shoulder blade really coming toward the other with that leading elbow at 90. 2 and 3. Leave those arms out. We're going to make some circles here. So reach long, a little bit of endurance if we keep those arms up, right? Inhale and exhale. 6, 5. Abs tighter. 4. Inhale and exhale. 3. Inhale, exhale. 2. And last time, pause at the top. Let's go reverse. Inhale behind, exhale around and up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay right here. Bend your elbows. Reach up. Draw those shoulders back. If you have a wall, you can come all the way back onto it. Reach up and pull back. So we're opening through those shoulders. And those shoulders and arms are getting a little bit frustrated with us because we haven't taken a break yet, right? Inhale and exhale. Good. So just reach and pull. Shoulder blades coming together, elbows coming together at back. One more, please. Perfect. Almost there. Palms up. Shoulders back. We're going to just reach long and pulse those arms. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Flip the hands. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. To the front. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. To the back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And done. Good. Shake those arms out. That's funny how much they get mad, even though we've had no weights in them, no resistance. Yeah? All right, let's go ahead and continue our warm-up down into our lower half of the body. I'm going to move my camera just a little bit so you can see my feet. All righty. So now we're back in our first position. Shoulders are back and down. And I want you to bring your arms where you're comfortable. I prefer they're out, but they're a little mad right now. So maybe you'd like to have them down. If you're really advanced, they can be all the way up. So take your option there. We're going to shift the weight into one foot and bring the other leg forward. So shoulders are back and down. This knee is soft and all the weight is here, but I'm not leaning over, right? My body's nice and straight right over that leg. Inhale. Exhale, turn that foot, nice external rotation, and we're just going to bring it up and down. 8. So you can let that toe tap at bottom, or you can keep it up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now we're going to go into something called an attitude. So I want you to keep that knee kind of open. We're just going to bend the knee. So if I were starting this, I would have that foot right in the arch of the foot. So my toe is down into the arch of my opposite foot. Now I'm just going to press that leg forward and up. So it's a press. 8, 7, 6. There you go. Work on that balance. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Right out to the side. Stay balanced if you can. Soft knee up first, and then we'll do that attitude again. Just means that bent knee. Inhale and exhale. Squeeze up. 8, 7. Use the obliques to really keep yourself steady. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Once again, I'm going to open that knee, and I'm going to just lift it up. Squeeze up. 8, 7. Point that toe. 6. Ooh, losing my balance. 5. There it is. 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to turn sideways for that backwards one. So same thing. Straight back and up. Trying not to lean forward and really working into that glute. We'll do 8 straight leg and then 8 with it bent. So arms where you need them. Maybe even on a wall if you're feeling a little bit challenged through that balance. Soft knee, shoulders back, draw those abs up and in. Inhale and exhale. Let's point that toe and squeeze it up. Squeeze. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend that knee so your foot is basically lined up with your heel at back there. Inhale and exhale, press back and up. 8, 7, 6. Feeling it right in the outside of that glute. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes, all right. Shake out those legs, wiggle through the ankle. We've got the whole other side to do here. So we'll bring ourselves back into that first position. Pull the abs tight, shoulders back and down, arms where you need them. Here, here, here maybe, on a wall maybe. All right, take your option. Inhale and exhale. Raise that leg up. Here we go. We'll squeeze it up. 8, 7. Tap it down if you need to. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Attitude. Bend that toe right into the other arch. Try to stay balanced though and squeeze up and out. 8, 7, 6, 5. Working the inner thighs, outer thighs. 3. Did you forget you're also working on balance? 2, and 1. Excellent. Right out to the side. Shoulders back and down. Hands where you need them. Inhale and exhale. Squeeze up. 8, 7. Soft knee on that supported leg. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bend into that attitude so it's kind of rotated out. Inhale and exhale. Squeeze up. 8, 7, 6. Work on those shoulders. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we'll take that to the back. Shoulders back, nice and tall. Inhale and exhale. I'm going to bring, so if you didn't notice, I put my arms in front instead of wide, and that helps me a little bit more to stay balanced front to back for this one. So see if that makes a difference for you. Or again, you can come all the way up or all the way down if you prefer. Shoulders back, abs in. Inhale and lift as you exhale, and then squeeze up. Straight leg first. 8, 7. Now don't lean forward. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bend that foot right behind the other heel. Ooh, losing my balance. Inhale and exhale. Squeeze back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Which side is worse? The side you just worked or the side that was supporting you standing? Yes. Yes, both of them, right? Okay, let's come wide into a nice Pilates Plie. Heels are still turned in. Toes are still turned out. Your feet are slightly wider than your shoulders. Those abs are pulled up and in. Shoulders are back and down. We're going down and up. Staying flat on the feet for 8. Once again, put your hands where you like them. I'm going to go all the way up this time. So we're coming down. Don't go as deep as you can the first time. We'll get there. 2, 3. Squeeze those glutes. 4. We're going for 8. So we're halfway there. 5. Do not lean forward. 6. Inhale. Exhale. 7. And 8. Perfect. Bring those arms down. We're going to come down to our lowest position that we're comfortable with, and then we're going to lift each heel, working right into the calves. So find your position that works best. Shoulders back, hands where you need them. Come deep. And let's lift and down. So don't let your whole body raise. Just straighten that leg all the way up onto the foot. Shoulders back. Keep that head up, not leaning forward. 6, 7, 7, 8, and 8. Good. Stay here at the bottom. Shoulders back. Lift both feet. Hold here. Let's pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Again. If you need to, put those heels down. I'm shaking. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Down. Down. Good. Roll those shoulders. And we're going to take it down to the mat for a little bit. So come on down with me. Now your aim here is to, once you get down, shoulder blades to tailbone are on the mat. And everything else is off. So I'm going to just do a regular old squat. Hands down, tuck, roll into that Pilates 100 position. So I've got my legs in tabletop. They're squeezed together and slightly extended from the hips. We're reaching long through the head and neck. We're reaching those fingertips long. Pretend that you're in a shallow pool here. And let's go. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, splash the water with all of your arm. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So no floppy wrists. Good, and exhale. Keep your eyes looking right at your own belly button. Inhale, squeeze those legs a little bit more and extend them. And exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Halfway, I'm going to extend those legs. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to lower a little bit. This is pretty advanced. And exhale. So if your head and neck are tired, you can take them down at any time. And exhale. Squeeze that small back in. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2. Done with that 100. Head down. Rock and roll just a little bit side to side. All right, we've got our double bent leg stretch. Then we're going to do our single bent leg. So the legs just come together right as they are. Hands resting right on the shins. Shoulders are back and down. Reach long through the head and neck. Tuck a pencil under that chin. Round up again. Again, have that hand supporting your head, letting the head kind of rest into your hand instead of being pulled up. Or your head can even stay down if you need to. Otherwise, we're up in that upper C curve, trying to get as tight as we can. Squeeze the legs together. Inhale, arms and legs. And exhale, tuck around and in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay up with me if you can. Just one leg tucks in, both hands on the shin, other leg extended, and the farther out you take that leg, the more challenging this is. But continue to press that small back in. Double inhale here as we inhale, exhale, switch. So pull, pull, exhale, extend. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Point those toes long. Exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Last time each side. Nice. And back in, head and neck down. Rock and roll side to side. Always an option to keep that head down. If you'll notice, I've got my messy bun really high up on my head so that the back of my head can make contact with the mat to keep my head and neck in alignment. So if you need to mess with your ponytail, maybe you don't have as much hair as me, but my hair definitely gets in the way if I do not do that. So now we're going to do our double straight leg and then single straight leg stretch. So same idea, just that those legs are straight. Now my hamstrings are super tight today, so I'm going to work extra hard to get them nice and straight. But if you cannot get those legs straight, your hands will rest right behind the thighs. And if you can, you're going to be able to bring those hands pretty far up as long as you can feel okay in the hamstrings. I walked 4 miles yesterday. Didn't really even intend to, but my legs are a little bit mad at me today. Not too bad, just a little tight. Reach long through the head and neck. Tuck the pencil, round up, and then place your hands where you can get them. So I'm going to come all the way up toward the ankles. Legs are straight, small back pressed into the mat. Inhale, pull in, and exhale around and back in. 6, 5, 4, 3, squeeze those legs together, 2, and 1. Stay up with me, one leg at a time. Squeeze that small back. Don't let your shoulders come next to your ears. Inhale, exhale, switch. Oh, I love it. It feels so good. And release. Inhale, pull in. Exhale, switch. 2 on each side there. Here's 3. 3. 4. 4. Straighten those legs a little bit more. 5. Last time. Inhale, pull. Exhale, switch. Inhale, pull. Exhale, switch. Tuck in. Head down. rock and roll a little bit, release that spine, let the neck have a little break. We've got a little bit more to go on our back. We're going to do our crisscross. We're going to start with just 6 crisscrosses, and then we're going to add on a crisscross. So it's a crisscross and turn into that side position, trying to keep those feet off of the mat down on the other end. So first, just 6 crisscross, so 3 to each side. Your options here are many. So do what feels good for you. You know, what you have available to you today might be different than last time you've done Pilates, especially if you're like me and you've had a little bit of a break. So my fingertips are going to come behind my ears and my elbows are nice and wide. If you are feeling like that head needs to come down, just lift the feet up, and then you'll take the back knee toward the front shoulder, extending that front leg, and then go the other way. Trust me, you're still feeling it in the obliques as well as the legs and hip flexors, all right? So that's your option there. If you want to bring the head and neck up, we'll roll up again, and then it's shoulder to knee, extend the other leg. All right, let's get going here. Here's 6 and 6. Good. Now you can extend that other leg nice and long as you can maintain that small back pressing into the mat. 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2. Last time. 1. And 1. Yes, feeling those obliques start to fire up. So now we're going to do that crisscross side. Again, trying to extend nice and long, one nice long straight line, letting the legs lift slightly toward the end so you can feel the oblique really fire up. So fingertips behind the ears. I'm going to start to you. So I roll to you the first time. Shoulders back. Inhale, reach long, come on up. So back shoulder, front knee, extend, criss. Cross, open the elbow, and turn onto those hips. So I'm trying to keep the hips stacked and keep the legs from coming down. Now it's really easy to want to fall forward or back here, so just find that spot. That's a pretty good challenge. And then we're going to come back, criss, cross, turn the other way. I'm still watching. And then back in. Let's do a couple more. Criss, cross, and turn, hold. Oh yeah, engage, engage. Yes, let's go the other way. Criss, cross. Feel it in these obliques? Oh yeah. How about we add on a little, yeah? Criss, cross, turn. At least you get to support your head at this part. Now let's just lift that leg up. 1, 2, 3. You got 3 more? 4, 5, and 6. Excellent. Other way. Criss, cross, turn, hold. Don't let that bottom leg come down unless you need to. Rolling off my mat here. So we're going to try to keep that one up. Open up through your top shoulder there and lift. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Come onto your back. Oh, let everything extend long on your mat. Feel as though you're being pulled long between the fingers and the toes here. Let the rib cage pop up off the mat. Round your spine off of the mat. Yes, yes. Our abs deserve this good stretch. You're doing a great job. Let's reach a little bit more on the back side. So inhale, exhale, back arm and back leg. Just reach long, 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 long. Inhale to center. Now the arm and leg closest to me. Reach, reach, reach. No big deal if you're opposite of me. Inhale and exhale, reach. I like to wiggle my fingers and toes to remind me I'm not stopping the movement. It's continuous in Pilates. Good. And one more time to that front side. And now once again, everything big and long. Feel the wiggle all the way through. Inhale, exhale. Go ahead and bend one leg, maybe both, it's up to you. And I'm going to use this momentum as I hold on behind the thigh to come up to seated. So I'm going to tuck in and extend and come on up. Excellent job. Hope you're doing okay. It's one of the things I don't like about this. You could just be sitting there eating Cheetos and watching me, and I don't know if you're doing doing Pilates or if you're doing okay or not. So I don't know why I'm turning. We're not turning yet, sorry. We're gonna go into a little bit of a rolling series here. So we're gonna go first rolling like a ball, then we're going to do rolling like a ball into teaser, and then we're going to do our seal. So we've got 3 in our rolling series. Make sure you've got enough room behind you so that you stay on the mat as you're coming back. One of the things to focus on here is that we're not using momentum, right? We're using just gravity to drag us back and our abdominals to come back up. And then you're going to really focus on those really deep inner thigh, lower abdominal muscles. So as though you've pulled your abs up and in from in between your legs and want everything all the way down to be nice and engaged. Now your hands here have a couple of options. You can start with them right into your knee pits, elbows wide, shoulders back and down, squeeze those legs together. Now use your abdominals to draw yourself back a little bit and let those feet just lift. Now you could come back, you could stay forward, but where I really want you is in that spot in between where you have to really focus to keep your balance right here. So I'm not comfortably on the back side of my tailbone or front side. I'm literally balancing on the end of the tailbone. Now, round your spine, tuck your chin, allow gravity to drag you back only to the shoulder blades and abdominals to take you back up to that balance challenge position. Let's do it again. Inhale and exhale, tuck and roll. 2, excellent. Let's do 4 more, tuck and roll. 3, balance. Now, if you're getting pretty good at it, you could lose those hands. Tuck and roll. Not onto the neck, please. Make sure you're protecting yourself. And again. Good. And hold. Stay right there with me if you can. Now, we're going to do the same thing, but at the end, extend those legs. Now, like I told you, my hamstrings are mad at me, so they don't like to do this, but I'm going to make them anyway. I'm in charge of you, not the other way around, right? All right, shoulders back, come into that balanced position. Roll back. Come up. Extend the arms and legs. And tuck back in. Go again, shoulders back, tuck and roll. So it's like a rolling teaser. And again, tuck. This is all abs. Oh, lost it. I'll just go right back into it. And hold. 1 more like that. Gravity, 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 gravity. And abdominals. And abdominals. There we go. And release. Perfect. So next one, this is our last one in our rolling series. Hands come in between the legs and around to the outside of both feet. As we pull in, it's almost like we are in a balanced butterfly position, right? So a nice butterfly stretch, but the legs are up. Shoulders are back and down. We're gonna clap our flippers, 1, 2, 3 here, roll back, 3 over the face. Once again, do not go onto your neck. You're just on your shoulder blades on that back part. So make sure you kind of keep that head tucked. Eyes can still be trained on your own belly button if that's helpful. Now make sure also you're not holding on to the ankle. You're right above the ankle. We don't want to put any stress on the joint. Shoulders back, pull those abs in, and lift the feet. Tuck, gravity, and up. All right, now let's add in the clapping. So 1, 2, 3, tuck and roll back. 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3, and back. 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3, roll back. 1, 2, 3, roll up. 1, 2, 3, roll back. 1, 2, 3, and up. Last time. 1, 2, 3, roll back. 1, 2, 3, and up. Hold. Shoulders back. Let those legs open. Place them down onto the mat and release your arms out. If you've got any tendonitis in the elbow, sometimes that's not a favorite. So roll out the wrists and elbows a little bit to release those arms. Perfect. It's about halfway through class. I forgot my water bottle today, so I want you to take a break, take a little drink for me. And then we're going to come just right back into the seated position with our feet up, and we're going to do a roll down. So we're going to focus on articulating the spine down onto the mat and back up. So as we get started, you're not going to go all the way down. We'll kind of eventually get all the way to the mat and all the way back up if you can, but don't worry about it initially. That's not the goal. I do want you to think about your back having each vertebra be a little button, and that button touching one at a time all the way up your spine as we roll back. You can hold on to your thighs kind of in the knee pits if you want, or need to. Maybe the first one, you kind of see how it goes and then go from there. So I'll demonstrate that. Shoulders are back. I'm going to round back, this time with my arms on. I'm just going as far as I can go while straightening the arms, and then back up. Good, so let's start to focus on the breath as well. Inhale and exhale. Scoop, scoop, scoop out that belly, right? You've got a giant ice cream scoop and you've been scooped right out. I'm going to release the hands and try it again. See what works for you. You might need to continue to keep them on your legs. Inhale. And exhale. Good. This time my goal is going to be to let the small of the back have a little bit of contact. So all the way through the tailbone. Small back. Ooh. And back up. So I do want to keep my feet anchored. Did you see where mine wanted to lift and extend? Work on that again. About the same movement. Small back and up. Good. It's getting a little harder, right? This time go a little bit farther. So we're going to try to go all the way to the shoulder blades and then back up. Tailbone, small back, shoulder blades, back up. Grab on if you need to. Good. And one more time, all the way down and all the way up. All the way. Good. You can bring the arms overhead if you want to, or you can just reach them up. Inhale and exhale up. And reach. Grab on just for a moment if you need to. Good. And release. That's the effect of doing 2 Pilates classes in one day today, or is doing to me. My abs are a little bit mad. All right, so let's go ahead and bring ourselves back onto the mat. Feet are on, tuck and roll back. All the way down, head is flat on the mat. So this next movement is our roll over. If you have done Pilates with me, you've probably done the rollover. You've probably heard me say, if you have osteoporosis, osteopenia, osteoarthritis, lower back or disc issues, I want you to do a modified version of this. And trust me, it is still a challenge. And then after that, if it feels okay, unless you have any of those other challenges, we're going to take it a little bit farther and bring those legs all the way overhead. Osteopenia, osteoporosis, those don't hurt. It's silent. That's kind of what they call it. And so if you have that and you do this movement where we're compressing and adding extra weight to the spine, you might break a vertebra. We do not want that to happen. So please take that modified option, because you won't know that it doesn't feel good until it's broken. Ooh, that's scary. All right, let's bring those legs up to about 45 degrees. Pull the abs in tight and squeeze your small back in. You might even find your glutes kind of engaged there. First thing we're going to do is kick the ceiling and lower back down. Okay, now your knees might be slightly bent. That's okay. Kick and lower. I want you to focus on the lowering and really being in control. All right, this time I'm going to kick up and over and then drag the thighs across my chest and belly on the way back. Inhale and exhale. Up and over. Straight legs. They're in contact, and I'm just going to drag those legs across. You know how I'm doing that, right? It's all that spine and abs. Extend the legs. And come back in. I'm going to do that again. I'm just going to increase the space between my thighs and my body. Inhale. Exhale up and over. Now you're still just kicking the ceiling if you need to be. Belly in tight. Slowly lowering down. In control all the way through. Do not let those hips drop. Again. Inhale. Exhale up and over. Good. So I'm going to bring the toes all the way to the floor and then back up a little bit higher. So now I'm about a reverse 45 degree, right? So we started the other way and we're right here, a little bit higher. Inhale, belly button in tight. Good. And you've got one more and you got it. So I'm going to come all the way up, all the way over, toes all the way down. I'm going to make a little circle. So I'm going to let my toes come wide on the floor, come up together. And now they're nice and tall as I can get and as straight as I can get. And I'm going to try to keep them up tall and straight all the way down. In control. That's all abs, baby. Slower down. And release. Good. Tuck in. Rock and roll a little bit side to side. Grab behind those thighs. Rock and roll up to seated. I'm going to extend the legs now, and we're going to go into a reverse plank. So that's basically you're facing up instead of down. And a lot of options here. Let's start with our knees kind of bent. See how that goes. And we'll extend out until we're a nice straight line from the toes all the way to the head. Now, your hands will be behind you. Some people find that it works better for them to have their fingers facing forward. Some people prefer those hands to be reversed and the fingers to come behind them. That's all completely up to you. I don't mind either way. The focus is in the belly and hips and using those abdominals. So the arms are definitely working, but they're kind of secondary. So I guess I like fingers forward. Shoulders back and down. Let's bend the knees and plant the feet here. They can be farther out. They can be tucked all the way in. You see what works best for you. Again, we're trying to make as much of our body into a straight line as possible. So it'll be the knees to the head with the knees bent here. Pull those abs up and in. Inhale and exhale. Straight line. Looking up. Don't look behind. Don't look up. Toward your feet, right? You're just straight up at the ceiling. Nice straight line. Can you lift those hips a little bit more? Inhale and exhale. Bend your elbows to let the hips come down. Excellent. I'm going to extend out all the way. See what you got. Maybe you just go one step farther. I'm going to go ahead and keep my toes pointed here and press down through the heels before I use my abdominals to lift up the hips. So once again, you're thinking about pulling those abs from in between your legs, up and in. Shoulders back, belly tight. Inhale and exhale. Push down through the heels, lift up through the body. Good. Head and neck are long in an extension. Again, not tucked, not overextended. Shoulders are back. Inhale. Now make sure your feet are just rolling out, right? I've got them nice and engaged and lined up parallel with one another. Inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows to come on down. Good. If you need it, take a second and roll out those wrists. This next time, we got two more. So this next time we're going to do something called a leg pull up, and it's just that. We're going to lift the leg. We're going to alternate, trying to get 3 on each side. Then we'll come down, and for our final one, we'll put a little bit more work into the triceps. All right, shoulders back. The good news is we won't have to do as many push-ups if we do tricep dips, right? So I'm going to engage all the way through my thighs. So like all the way. This is already pulled in, ready to go. Abdominals up and in. Press down through the heels. Inhale and exhale, lift. Head and neck long. Good. Your elbows are strong but not locked. Same with your knees. Inhale and exhale. Lift one leg up and down. One. Other side. Up and down. Two. Now let's focus on not letting those hips drop as we lift. Yes. Last time. 3 and 3. And bend the elbows. Slowly lowering down. Yes. Everything's starting to get a little bit sassy. Are you feeling that? Good. All right, so we're going to go up again. This time, we're going to bend the elbows to get the work right into the triceps. Lots of options here. You can come right into a full bend through those knees. You could find a bench or something somewhere and kind of just do a dip off of that, or your chair. Your stairs would work. So we'll start like this, and then if you can extend. So I'm going to start out and then I'm going to extend. So pull those abs in. Inhale and exhale, up we go. Good, and then just bend your elbows down and up. Remember, this is triceps, baby. It's not about those hips. There's halfway. 4, 5, and 6. Yes, come on in. Whoo, baby. Roll those wrists. Perfect. We're gonna do a little seated saw here. So I'm gonna turn to face you. Those legs are a little bit wider than your hips, and I want you to flex your feet so you can see the bottoms of my feet, right? That's what I would like to see if I could peer right in through the camera and see you. Shoulders are back, reach long through the fingertips. We're gonna do that twist, then we fold forward, and the pinky finger is aiming to the outside of this foot. So pinky finger to pinky toe. We've got 3 small pulses before we use our abs to stack back up and rotate and go the other way. So don't go as deep as you possibly can on the first one. I want you to have a little bit more to give each time. Feel out the movement, feel out what your body's capable of today, and push beyond that each time. Shoulders back, reach long, lift yourself up tall like the mat is hot. Inhale and exhale. Let's twist, fold forward. 1, 2, 3. Stack back up and bring those arms back to the side. Inhale and exhale. Look at your back thumb. 2, 3, and up. Inhale and exhale. Fold, push. 2, 3. Use your abs to stack up. How about those legs? Are they engaged? Yes, please. 1, 2, 3. Getting a little deeper. Inhale and exhale. Reach. 1, 2, 3. Inhale and exhale. Reach. 1, 2, 3. Inhale and exhale. Reach. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, stack tall. Exhale, reach. 1, 2, 3. Look over that back thumb. Inhale and exhale. 1, 2, 3. Come tall. Inhale and exhale. 1, 2, 3. Last time on the other side. And reach. 1, 2, 3. Come tall. Hands down. Feet together. Let's bring those hands around the shins. And this is kind of up to you, but I want you to gently let your elbows kind of push in if you want to, and pay attention to those hips for a moment. So typically we have one side that's a little sassier than the other, one side that's a little freer than the other. I want you to find which side is a little bit needing an extra little help. Today for me it's the right leg. That's not always true. Sometimes it's the left. But today it's right. So I'm nice and tall, shoulders are back, and I'm kind of letting that right leg go down just a little bit more. I'm helping it with that elbow, just a smidge. Now, any really searing pain, burning pain, any ripping pain, which is terrible, I don't want you to do this, right? You got to listen to your body. Now, let's reach those arms up. Feel as though you're being lifted tall out of your hip girdle, and that mat is once again hot. We're reaching out and all the way to the floor. So reach, inhale, and exhale. Hands come all the way to the floor. Head comes all the way to the floor. Walk your fingertips away. Can you put your forehead on the floor? Leave a nice sweaty mark there. Inhale and exhale back in. And stack back tall. Excellent. All right, we are going to do a bit of a side planking series here. Then we're going to do our shoulder bridging and our regular planks, and we'll be done with class. So I want you to just stack your legs to one side. And I want the feet right on top of each other, knees, hips. Everything is stacked. So for this first one, it's pretty simple, but we're just trying to open up the hips and warm up the movement just a little bit. So I want you to pretend as though we have tied both of those knees together with a string, and you're actually going to just pull those knees up and down, all right? So find what's comfortable for you. You might find that you'd prefer to have those legs a little bit more extended, or a little bit more tucked in. Shoulders back, inhale and exhale, pull up. 6. Now can you focus a little bit more on this being about the abdominals? 4, 3, 2. Keep those knees squeezed together. And 1. Excellent. We're going to come right back onto this hip and extend that top leg. We're going to reach up and over. You can keep the hip down or try to lift it up with me. Inhale and exhale, lift. 6, 5. I want you to let that hip come all the way down. Sometimes I make you go really quick and it just kind of taps. We're letting it come all the way down. 3, 2, like you're painting the ceiling with your fingertips, and 1. Excellent job. All right, so for our last one, it's a pretty good challenge. So you might want to go back to one of those two and do that again, or just lift into a side plank. Make sure I'm on the mat here so I can keep this foot planted. So we're actually going to come up just like we were. So knee down, foot planted. All right, arm is up, and you're actually going to look up at that top thumb. That's going to keep your head and neck pretty much in alignment. Now, I'm going to press through my foot that's extended, push down, lift the knee. Knee comes down, leg lifts up. Yeah, let's do it. We got 6. So knee first, squeeze up. 6 and 6. 5 and 5. You got it. 4 and 4. 3 and 3. 2 and 2 and 1 and done. Nice work. Bring that hand down carefully. Come down and flip those legs around. Roll that wrist out. It did quite a bit of work in a row there, did it not? All right, and then we'll come right back into that where we've tied those knees together and we're going to pull them both up. Just pretending there's a string there so the knees stay smushed together. I'd like them to be actively smushed together, right? They're not resting together. They're really kind of trying to squeeze in. So tie that bow, inhale, and exhale, squeeze up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend that top leg. And we're going to lift the hip. Inhale and exhale over. 1. So it's like you're painting with your fingertips. Down on the floor, across the wall, up, all the way down to the floor again. 2. 3. 4. 5. You've got this. And 6. Some of you are like, wait, we are not done? This feels all done. Yeah, I know. Gets a little bit more tiring on the second side. Keep that leg extended. We're going to push down into that foot, lift up the knee, and then lift that leg. You could do one or the other of those. You could do anything that we just did. You could sit and watch for a second if you need to. Nobody would know. But I do want you to try to work a little bit on that side position, okay? Shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale up. Get yourself positioned. Good, so I'm going to press down into that foot and lift the knee. 6, and lift the leg. 6, 5, and 5. Do it with precision and control. 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, and 1, and 1, and done. Nice, nice work. All right, so we're back onto our backs for our little shoulder bridge. Feet are planted. In this amount of extension through the legs is completely up to you. A little bit farther out will be a little bit more challenging. A little bit closer in might feel a little bit more comfortable. If your hamstrings are mad, bring them closer in. If you're feeling pretty good about those hamstrings today, farther out will be okay. If at any point you're feeling like those hamstrings are so mad they might cramp, I want you to come on down and relax for a moment. I don't want any Charlie horses in your hamstrings or calves. That's not a fun place to be. It's not necessary. Bring those arms down right next to you. Open through the shoulders, squeezing the shoulder blades in and pressing the back side of your upper arms, your triceps, right into the mat. All right, we're going to start with the abdominals as always, right? So I'm going to pull those abs up and in, starting to feel the small back pressing into the mat, getting a nice pelvic lift or tilt. And now I'm going to peel the spine up off of the mat until I'm in a nice straight line from the knees to the shoulders. Yeah, that'll feel pretty good, right? All right, squeeze in through the knees a little bit as those knees are being magnetically drawn toward one another. They just can't quite touch. Perfect. All right, we're going to do just the back hip. For me, that's my right hip. So I'm going to squeeze that up and down, then we'll do the other side. So inhale and exhale, squeeze that back hip. 1, 2, 3, good. 4, so it is not a huge movement. 5, I'm just kind of rounding that hip toward the other one. And 6, other side, please squeeze. 6, 5. I'm just engaging through the glutes, rounding that hip over. 3, 2, and 1. Lift up, and we'll do both sides. Ready? So right, left. 5, 5, 4, 4. You breathe in. 3, 3, 2, 2, and 1, and 1. Lift up. Lift onto the toes. That might mean you need to bring those feet in a little bit more to come onto those toes. Good. We're just staying up here, no problem, right? Squeeze through. Feel those knees engage. Squeeze through the glutes. Pull your abs up and in as though they originate between your legs. We're going to open those knees. 1, 2. Squeeze them together. 1, 2. Ready? So open, open, together, together. 2, 2, 1, 1. That's it. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Keep yourself on those toes if you can. Good. Just one more. And lift up. Looking at my time. Squeezing up. I'm going to stay on my toes and peel down slowly, one vertebra at a time. Pull those abs in tight. Good. One vertebra at a time. Back into contact with the mat. Good. Hips. Release to neutral. Drop the heels. Lift the toes. Walk your feet out wider than your mat. Hopefully you've got enough grip there. If you need to kind of grab the mat with a toe and maybe the heel, that works okay too. I'm going to try to have my toes a little bit externally rotated. That's not incredibly necessary. But we're going to come up again and work just a little bit different places through those hips. So pull those abs in. Squeeze through the small back. Peel on up. Good. Feel those knees slightly engage in toward one another. We're right to the outside knee of the glutes here. Squeezing up. Good. Inhale and exhale. Now we're going to alternate toe lifts. So I'm going to lift the front heel and down. I said toe lifts. I meant toe press or heel lift. And just alternate here. And other side. Reach through those toes. Working right into the calves. Good. Work. And up and down, up and down. Last time, up and down, up and down. Lift up, squeeze through. Let's come on down. I'm going to actually lift my toes for a little stretch as I come down. You can try it, see what feels good for you or tolerable. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling. Let the hips release. Exhale, let the toes come down. We're going to steal a little bit of time from our cool down and stretching right here, so because we're not going to come back onto our back. So I want you to open up into a nice figure 4. I'm going to grab behind that thigh and gently pull in. I've got my fingers interlaced. You don't have to. Just feel what works for you. Pull that in a little bit. I also like it. You may not like it, but I like to put my elbow into my inner thigh and give that a little opening. Good. Let's roll the ankle a few times and reverse it. And then my favorite thing to do in this position is rock and roll a little bit side to side. That I feel really works down into the sacroiliac joint, that kind of joint right in the back of your tailbone and right out into this nice meat here, right? Let's release and switch. Good. Open. Pull in, open that knee a little bit, roll the ankle, 3, 4, 5, reverse, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, a little bit side to side. Now don't get yourself too excited. This feels pretty good right now, but we're not done. We're gonna finish with our plank. So go ahead and unhook, use that leg to bring yourself up and flip right back over into your plank position. So in my class, your first plank is your plank. What is your favorite plank? You're like, Kim, that's an oxymoron. Who has a favorite plank? Well, I do. I prefer to be on hands and toes. You might be elbows. You might be knees. If knees are your favorite, I recommend going ahead and crossing those ankles so that you're taking the weight off of your kneecaps, off your patella, and putting it onto the meat of your hamstrings down at the end where they connect to the knee. So pick what plank you can hold the longest and most accurately. So pretend I'm, your professor and it's your final exam and you've got to pick a plank that's going to be the best one that you can do and hold for the longest. And as soon as you start to lose form, I want you to lower down, even if I'm not done yet. So I'm going to place the hands right under the shoulders, elbows tucked in tight, call those my chicken wings, right? And I'm going to tuck my toes under and really engage through the thighs, engage through the abdominals, make sure my head and neck are in alignment. Inhale. And as I exhale, we're just going to come right up, kind of blowing ourselves up, right? Good. So head and neck are long. I'm looking ahead of my mat. I'm not looking down, behind, all the way up, nice and long. Shoulders are to the outside of the rib cage, so I'm not squeezing up or rounding the spine, all right? Engage through the abdominals to straighten everything out. Engage through the thighs, hamstrings, all the way back into the heels for me. Good, are you breathing? Inhaling, exhaling, one more breath. Inhale, and let's exhale, lowering ourselves down slowly. So those triceps might already be mad at you from our tricep dips and reverse plank. Oh, we're running out of time. That's all right. We've got one more plank to do. We're going to come up and do shoulder taps. We're going to do 3 on each side, and then we shall be done. So feel free to go on your knees, but I do want you on your hands. Shoulders back and down. Inhale and exhale up. Good. Hold here. Squeeze through. Tap one shoulder, tap the other. Now, really focus on not letting that body move much at all. One more each side. All right, we're going to hover at the bottom to finish this out. So get yourself comfy. Come on down, hold. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more breath. Inhale and exhale, release. Oi, nice job. All right, bring yourself into a little clamshell stretch. So I've got the hips over the heels. Hands are extended, walking away to stretch those shoulders. And then I want you to bring your hands in. Make a fist with one hand. Wrap the other hand around it. Tuck those elbows into where you're comfortable and let your forehead rest right there in your hands. So we're going to take a couple of breaths to let the heart rate return to normal. Focus on your breathing. Draw those shoulders back a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Heart rate should be returning to normal. I want you to do a big inhale with me. Let's see if we can count to 10. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Excellent job. Hands onto the mat in front of you. And just bring your weight forward so you're on owl fours. All right. I'm going to bring my front leg in between my hands today. So I'm going to bring those hands just a little bit wider. If you prefer that foot comes out here, that's all up to you. As I always say, stretching is pretty personal. It works for you, might not work for me. All right. So I'm going to push forward a little bit and come back a little bit, feeling the stretch all the way through front and back leg. And make sure this knee doesn't come so far forward that you're all the way out over the foot. That's not really good for it. Now I'm going to press up into that back leg, really wiggling that foot back, stretching back so my front knee is right over my ankle, not forward at all. Press up through that back heel and knee pit. Inhale and exhale. I'm going to put that knee down at the back and push a little bit forward to really stretch through the hip flexor. Oh yeah. Inhale and exhale. Release that and let's switch. Other foot forward in between the hands if that's where you like it. A little forward and back movement. Don't over exaggerate it too much. And then let's go ahead and push up. So we've got that straight leg, wiggle it back. As far back as you can go. Push up through that knee pit, back through the heel. Good. Knee down in this back position. Push a little forward, not very far. You feel that big old hip flexor stretch. Inhale and exhale. Both knees again. Round that spine into an elephant stretch. So nice and rounded. Tuck those toes under and hover the knees. Straighten the legs, keeping the rounded spine and the weight over the hands. And now lift the head back out. Press through the heels. Straighten everything. The weight goes back into the heels for a pike stretch. Bend one knee, then the other. Yes. All right. Now walk your hands to your feet or your feet to your hands. Head relaxes. I'm going to turn to face you. Try to get those legs as straight as you can and your hands as close to the floor as possible. Good. Pull your abs in tight. And we're going to stack that spine up one vertebra on top of the other. Like you've been scooped out once again by that giant ice cream scoop. What fitness instructor keeps talking about ice cream? Sorry about that. Especially at dinner time. Let those hips come slightly forward. Stack everything up. Shoulders come back. Neck and head comes up last. Perfect. We're going to go ahead and just do a couple of big breaths here, and we will call it a night. Back into that Pilates V. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale. I'm going to come onto my toes this time. All the way up. Reach, reach, reach. Fingertips turn away from each other. Inhaling and exhaling back down. Trying to stay on those toes. Feeling some resistance both directions. Shoulder blades moving down the rib cage toward the spine. Inhale and exhale. And that's your Pilates class tonight. Thanks so much for joining me. Hope you have a great night, and I hope to see you again soon, maybe even Wednesday. All righty, have a good one. Oops, pressed the wrong button. There.